Swing.
I'm still waiting on your invite too, Shadow.
Let's just get the three of us up there.
Yeah, dude, let's make a, this would be a great 3-minute scramble.
It would be fun.
You guys how's your swing?
Good. Wait, field goal or?
Either one.
I'm trying to figure out if I should record this or not.
The swing is actually in great shape. Off the camera, yeah, it's in great shape. I'm playing pretty well right now. The specials, it's like our bonding time, you know what I mean? It's like our time to kind of go out and get our minds off football, like, you know, go be competitive in another environment, which I think is huge for, like, just our mental state. So
you're kind of the veteran of the group. You got a lot of young guys, a lot of new guys. How do you kind of facilitate that off the field bonding time with everyone?
I try to organize stuff as much as possible. A lot of us live closer together now, which is nice. We got the freshmen over there, like the Chase, and then the guys at Ducks. Like, we're all kind of like in the same like area, so we can hang out a lot. Like, you know, watching different sporting events on the weekends and things like that. And then golf really is the thing we're doing. And you know, I'm just trying to teach these guys the things I wish I knew when I was their age, because there's things that take years of experience. There's things that an 18-year-old, you know, doesn't come here knowing, or, you know, isn't able to, you know, go out there, perform mentally the way they want to, because they haven't matured yet. They don't know, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to get those guys started on the kind of stuff that's helped me as early as possible, so that they're ready when their time comes.
What have you seen? I know Grant, it sounds like, is kind of dinged up right now. Dan has said a couple times. Does he seem like a willing learner? And I don't know if you've seen him kick too much because of the injury, but like, what have you seen from him?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, he's just a natural. You know, there's guys who, there's a reason he was the #1 kicker in the country. Like, you know, he's got that natural, strong leg speed, like the things that just come with, you know, being a great kicker. So this offseason we got to work a ton. So he's been healthy. He's fine. Probably, he's not really injured. He's doing good.
Okay,
yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah, he's fine. He kicked today. He's hitting the ball well though, and I'm just trying to. You know, it's not like he can't make a ball go through the yellow post. You know what I mean? That's things I've talked about a lot. Like, as a freshman, I had no trouble kicking a ball, but you know, when he goes out there in a game day, like, how are you going to perform? And I want to make sure he's ready for that.
How was he today, then?
Good. He's hitting the ball well. There's obviously some things I want to clean up with, like, his little mechanics and things, just to get a little more distance, a little more power. But like, he's got it in him. He's going to be a good kicker.
As a veteran kicker, are you kind of a pseudo position coach almost, or an extension of that with some of the younger guys, just because you've been through this a long time? I know you said in the past you guys spend so much time kind of in groups together.
I would definitely say so. I mean, in coaching kickers is something I want to go into after football. I want to be able to give back, you know, the knowledge that I've gained, and even through the recruiting process, things like that. Like, I want to teach people, you know, what it takes to get to this level and perform well at this level. But yeah, I would almost consider myself like kind of like our kicking coach, you know, like, as much as I can be. I'm not a great punting coach, but the mentality is the same. I can coach the mentality the same in any position, really. But yeah, like you talk about, like Coach Lloyd, like he knows a lot about kicking, but he's a scheme coach. Like, they coach the scheme. That's what they're experts on. So I try to take over as much as I can the role of, you know, teaching guys, you know, how to kick a football. You know,
you were so good last year. Where are you focusing on right now to get better? Is it just toning in on the things that you're really good, or are there areas you're specifically trying to target right now?
I mean, there's obviously little swing changes you can make. Same thing as golf. I can get better. I can get more distance out of my kicks. Like, I can get Coach Lanning's confidence to kick a 55-yard field goal up. You know, things like that. Like, I want Coach Lanning to see, you know, those kicks in practice, traveling further, going higher, better rotation. You can always get better. So there's things Justin Tucker's still working on. You know what I mean?
Any impressions of Luke Dunn so far?
Yeah, the kid's a natural. Like, he's got a huge leg. All those guys coming from, I don't know what they're feeding those kids, but they just boot the ball. Ross too, like, we got two really natural punchers that I think have a ton of potential. And once they lock in that mental stuff, like, I think we're going to be really good there.
Any thoughts on the Jake facility out at UV?
The what?
The Jake, the new golf facility out at Valley. You seen the
yeah, I saw the.
Yeah,
I hope I get an invite out there. I'm trying to. Yeah, I got some buddies on the golf team, so I'm hoping I can get a few texts on that thing.
That was going to be my next question. Do you guys interact with? I mean, you guys talk about golf all the time. Do you interact with people on the golf team? You
For sure.
With them?
Yeah. The mentality of golf and kicking is very similar. I mean, just like any sport. I got a couple buddies on the team who I've taken classes with and gone out to play with. I think playing with good golfers makes me a better golfer too. That's obviously, like, that's what people say. But yeah, I try to get out there as much and even learn from those guys. You know, what are you saying in your head before you swing? Like what are your little triggers? Like, what makes you perform to the best of your ability? Like, that'll help me kick. So, for sure.
some changes in terms of the personnel that would be snapping and holding the ball for you, and that's been something that shifted a little bit over the last couple of years, just with some players out, but no Carson out there. What's it kind of been like? And like, have you guys done enough live kicking where you guys have kind of gotten confident in that?
Fortunately, Luke Bassett got a lot of reps last year, so I'm really confident with Luke. And then we brought in 2 other snappers who are really good. They're really talented guys who are going to push Luke even more. But having a snapper here who had that experience last year, some of the field goals I kicked last year, Luke snapped. He snapped like almost half of our PATs. He's got that game experience, so if he wins the job, then I'm gonna have a ton of confidence in him. And then Ross James and Luke Dunn have been holding. Those guys are both getting really good, so that'll be a battle there. But I mean, they both are performing really well in practice.
Why is maybe I've asked you this before, why is the punter a logical option to be the holder? Is it just because you guys are close and that's kind of a chemistry thing?
Yeah, you can't ask the quarterback in the middle of practice to go practice holding.
Yeah,
I mean, you could, but they're going to say no. So it's really like, we have so much time. It's something else for us to work on and become experts at. Like during practice, we're on another field, just like we need something to do at that time. And it's like, why not become an expert holder? And now I have a ton of confidence because I see this guy do it over and over and over again. You know what I mean? So it's just that time we have to work on it, really.
Appreciate you, Cameron.